Hello fellow builders and welcome back to the bench. I'm Mediocre Modeler and we're here to do our first build of 2021. Hold on. Hello, can I help you? Yeah, sorry I'm late. Sorry. It's been a minute. Let me move this out of the way. Put my things right here. Yeah. This'll do. This'll do quite nicely. Okay. Who are you and why are you in my chair? Yeah, I'm Pan. I've been chasing you down for 2 years now. You're a hard one to track. Pan? Like Peter Pan? I don't know any Pans. No, Pan is my first name. Dimmick's my last name. Nice to meet you. Wait a minute. Pan Dimmick, you're COVID. Get out of here now. Yeah, I'm COVID. Kind of like Bigfoot though. You know, like Yeti or Sasquatch or Bushman. Same guy, just a bunch of different monikers based on, wherever you're at. Much also like Bigfoot. People don't believe in me until I show up, but here I am. You have to leave right now. I don't even know how you found me. Unfortunately, you're stuck with me for the time being, so what are we going to build? First of all, get out of my chair, go over there, sit down, and I'll deal with you in a minute. Okay. So tetchy, this one. Well, excuse me. So, this is how 2022 is starting out for me. It was a good run. Made it through 2 years without I was ducking and dodging like Neo. But it finally caught up with me. But that doesn't mean we're going to let it keep us down. I've already got asthma, so I'm also already used to not breathing, so that's no big deal. And since I'm quarantined in my area of the house, I've got everything I need to at least get stuff built. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing that I got built is went on ahead and started a store on TEEPUBLIC under Mediocre Modeler. I've had a couple of people ask about getting some hoodies or shirts or whatever, and since I was sitting on the couch with nothing else to do, I went on ahead and got that taken care of. So I've got 3 designs so far. I've got the Mediocre Modeler, which says Mediocre Modeler on the front, and then go build something on the back, which you can get in t-shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, onesies, all the different kinds of wearables there. And then there are some coffee mugs and some pens, and then so we got the shirts that say go build something. You've got the mugs and pens and masks that say go build something. And then today I put up the putty sand repeat. It's a mediocre modeler motto number 2, which is putty sand repeat. Another one I planned on putting up, I just need to figure out what I want it to look like, that says I'm 1-to-1 scale. I'm 1-to-1 scale. It's funny if you're a model builder. Sorry. But anyway, that was the first thing we got. So I got done. So if you would not mind popping over to TEEPUBLIC and checking that out, look under Mediocre Modeler and you should see my face pop up there. and we will and grab your very own Mediocre Modeler swag. So, let's move on. So as far as building, I've actually already got something under my belt. For Christmas, my lovely wife got me the Grogu, the animatronic Grogu. And this thing's amazing. It just, colors coos, the wings, the ears move, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful collectible. But I have grandkids in the house, so I needed to find a place to put it where they couldn't get to it. I did have it here on my bench, and they typically don't mess with this, but I'm not always here. So I went to IKEA and got their Eket wall box. It's 13 and 3/4 cube by 9 and 3/4 deep. And you can even get it with a glass door. And my plan was to put it right there. Maybe move Darth Vader over and put it right there. And when I tested putting it up there, it just was too big. It jut out from the wall too much. It blocked light. And it just did not fit in that particular location. I did find a place for it. And I got it set up, put Grogu in there, but it looks kind of empty, So here was my thought. Since I do have the model of the Razor Crest, and my plan was to do the Book Nook, and I'm still looking up the way I plan on doing the Book Nook. I was going to use this kit and a couple of X-Wings and have it coming through like the Ice Canyon, and that would be how you're looking at it. Since I really don't have a space for the Book Nook right now, and I do think it's still a very good idea, I might revisit that at a later date. But in the meantime, I can take this kit that I have here now and enhance a model that I already have. The Grogu only takes up the bottom portion of that cube, so I can build the Razor Crest and maybe the X-Wings like they're in space and they're at the beginning of that whole chase scene. I may even go on ahead and build my Mandalorian and put him in there where all these things will coalesce together. They all live in the same little cubicle universe. So the first step is to go on ahead and get this Razor Crest put together and go from there. And just kind of straight out of the box, put it together and see what we can do. All right. Probably won't be a whole lot of talking because the more I talk, then I'll get into the coughing fits, and no one wants to hear me cough and hack. So we're going to switch cameras and we'll get this build going. The one thing I do like about Bondi is the fact that, okay, so you're using the flush cutters and they think about where they're attaching the pieces to the sprue, and hopefully most of the places that you're cutting, if you don't get it completely flush, you can kind of skim it down, but it's going to be covered by another piece, so they think about where they put, the sprue, so it doesn't really interfere with the final look of the model. Okay, so here we are. It's complete. For our purposes, it's the Razor Crest. Albeit a little bit too shiny. Because here's what the Razor Crest looks like from the show. And as you can see, it's not anywhere near this shiny. So what we're going to have to do, a couple things. First of all, we're going to have to put a wash on here just to bring this color down. I'm going to have to clear coat it because the way this chromed plastic just will not hold paint. There's nothing for the paint to hold on to. It just slides right out. I already tried on a test piece and it didn't. The other issue that I have is that it's on the stand and you can't get it too far off vertical before it wants to just pop off. So that's not going to work for our purposes. Luckily, Bondi makes a lot of their kits in the same, a lot of the pieces are cross-changeable. So, okay. Also, this bottom piece where the mounting attachment point is, I've already pulled this off a couple of times. Yeah, see, have to be very careful about pulling that off because this wants to pull that whole piece off. I might end up putting just a dot of glue on there to keep that on, but I can use I've got a couple of different options. So this is a two-part gimbal, for lack of a better term. I think it's like for an arm joint or whatever, and it fits in the bottom of there as well. And all I have to do is just figure out a post to put it on, and I've got a good angle there. My other option is to take one of the other stands, one of the other kits, and it also, the bottom post, it fits in here, and it kind of gets you at a set. Let's see, how does this go? That not going there? Is that not that one to that piece? No, that's not. This one right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, this is the post. It goes, it's gonna go on there like that, right? And the way this is set up is you can put this at like one of three angles, and then you put this, so between the two you can get more of a dynamic and interesting angle. Alright? And it's stable. Alright? So what I plan on doing is using, basically, figuring out how to get that off there. Putting it inside my case, just probably putting a flat base here, double-sided tape, and then just sticking it onto the side of the cube or into the corner of the cube or whatever, and then that way that's a nice, good, dramatic angle. It's stable, it's not going to slide, it's not going to change. I could even just, if you wanted to do it on a disc, I know this display is tiny. It really is. I mean, it's just, I like this one much better. You can just do so much more with it. Alright? More and less. I think the base is a lot better. It's a lot more stable. You don't get quite as many adjustments for what direction you want it to be in, but with the three different choices you have, it gives you a lot of range. And even if nothing else, that gives me something to put it on while I weather it. So that's good. I always try and check. Okay, I am a builder, and I always want to build. That's my first law. Well, I need something. Let's build it. It's always wise to check to see if someone else has built it first. And I did go into Thingiverse and CG Trader and a couple other places to look up Bondi model stand, and you do find some stuff, but nothing that works for what I want. So basically what I need to do is grab my calipers and measure that rectangle there, and then I'm going to make myself a base, a solid base out of resin, and something that I can stick the double-sided tape on the back of and put in there. What that means is I need to design it in Fusion 360 and then get it printed up. So that means it kind of brings us to the end of the build as it stands. It does and it doesn't. I will post pictures of this once I have it done, but as a starting point for today, starting and ending point for today, I can't be mad. Aside from being visited by Pan, it happens. But like I said, we're going to muster through. So being that I have time to build something, I think it's time that you went and build something. It's cold out again. It's January. Winter's here. And 2022 is not starting out as great as we're hoping. But it's just January. We're going to get better. So dust off some of those old kits, or dig out an old sewing project, or heck, just organize your workspace. Anything. That's the first step. Get you going. Get back into the game. But until next time, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna fight the flu, and we're gonna go build something. Pew 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 pew.